Now the students are also in as advisors. That's why over here it says My Advisees. You can also click here to send a response. So once you log in, you can request feedback. This is also where you'll go to provide feedback. So if we send a response, we click on that link up here at the upper right, and it shows me WSU member. That's the person that I'm advising. I got a request from them on 9/26, and this is, I can now go down and read, and this will be the same for mentors. This is the same type of setup you'll see, but I'll show you in a moment. This shows you the person's goals, how they answered the questions, and then I can provide response to them. I can use a feedback. I can use like excellent goals. I can use that and then edit it if I want. And then what I do is when I send it, you'll see this is over here in the open column. When I send the feedback to them, it's going to move it over. You can see one of them moved over to the answer. So I know I answered that one. I can look at other open ones as well. Down here it shows me the ones that I requested of my advisor and mentor, and I see that they have not responded yet. When they respond, it'll be over in the answer column. Okay? Any questions on the coaching page as far as asking for feedback or sending feedback? Okay? I hope I haven't lost everybody, and I'm just talking to myself. So, when you get to the collaboration page now, this is where you'll be able to go in and see what other people are doing in the course. So you can see everybody in the class is listed here. Currently we can't do it until they actually file a report. We can't go see them. But here you can see this is what it'll look like. Once you've done an update, for each person as they do their update, this bar will continue to fill in. And then if I wanted to go see somebody, I can just click in and see the report. Now obviously I'm seeing my own report, but if I went in and I looked at somebody else's, I would see their report and their answers to the questions. Once I've done that, if I want to communicate to them, I can always send them a comment back. So what you'll be looking at is, there's up here, you'll be looking for people maybe who have the same types of goals and stuff as you. That's what this is of special interest. These are going to be people who are working on similar goals and are making some progress on it. You also have an address book where you can always send an email to anybody in the class through the system. Okay? So that pretty much covers everything for the... Hello?
If you're an in-class coach, are you going to also get an email like a mentor, or is it all going to be within the results engine that you get their request and respond?
I think the question was, can you email your mentor and request feedback? Was that the question?
No. If you're an in-class coach, are we going to get an email when they request feedback, or are we going to get the request via the results engine?
When the person responds to feedback, I'm having a hard time hearing the question, but I think the question was, where will we see the response? You'll see it in two places. The response will be saved in results engine, but when the person sends it, you'll also get it as an email to your inbox. So both when you request feedback from somebody, they'll get that in their inbox. Also, when they respond to it, it puts it in your profile and results engine, but also sends you an email with the feedback as well. Did I answer that question? Did that answer the question, Aaron?
Yes, that answers the question.
Okay. And and then if you send a message through here to the person or down here through the address book, it just simply sends them an email. It doesn't save anything. Also on this collaboration page, the one thing I want to mention is that what you don't see, you will not see any of the feedback given to the other person. You won't see their private goals. You also won't see any feedback that has been given to them by either one of the other advisors or mentors. The feedback is always just between the student and their mentor and advisor. Okay? And then when you're done, you simply log out. Okay? And when you log out, just take you back to the login page. And once you've logged in, you can always come back, log in with your login name and password. So you can always open that. Future emails that you get, when you click on the link, then it will just take you to this page. If at any time you forget your password, you just click on here. It's going to ask you to submit your email address. You submit it, it'll send you an email with a link that'll take you back to that page where you can reset your password. So whenever you can either click there or over here, reset login and password, you can always get back to where you can reset your password. You as students, once you log in, if you click on one of these where you want to go see the other person's goals, if you click on that, it's going to connect you right into the coaching page. So that link will take you right into the coaching page without having to log into the system. Okay, then you can always go back to your collaboration, your progress page. But you can see that it's put you in as send a response, so it's automatically showing you the other people. Okay?
So do mentors go automatically to the coach page too when they respond to the email?
Yeah, I'm going to show you that now. That's a good question. Okay? What I wanted to show you next, were there any questions, though, about the participant, the student, who's a student and an advisor? Do you have any questions about the system for how you're going to use it? Okay, what I want to show now is the mentors. I put myself in as a mentor as well. Okay. You'll get an email, and you'll get one tomorrow. That's the only automatic email as a mentor you'll receive. After that, you'll only receive a request for feedback if the student chooses to request it from you. So if you don't hear from them, you might want to contact them and ask them about that. But know that they're doing updates every 2 weeks.
Ken, we have a question for you.
Okay.
We will put in updates every 2 weeks. So we've got a 48-hour or 72-hour window on which to do it.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to hear what the person's saying. It's just echoing around.
Loud. Too loud. Loud.
We have to put in updates every 2 weeks. How about a 48-hour or a 72-hour window to do those updates?
Could you repeat that, Aaron?
Yeah, Ken, we're going to type it in for you so it refers to the chat box.
I'm sorry.
Type the question on the chat box.
Yeah, try typing it in. Okay, I see the question, and if you could mute the mic again. It seems the question is there a 24-hour or 48-hour window? I'm assuming that means once you get the request to go in and do your update, do you have to do it within 48 hours? Not from the system standpoint, but I believe Paul would like you to go in as quickly as possible and do it. And just remember that your advisors are getting an email 5 days after you get your request for update. So like you'll get all your requests will come out on Fridays except for today. And then by Tuesday the following week, the email will go to your advisor. So you want to make sure you get in and do your update by then. From the standpoint of the system, you have midnight of the day before the next update to add or edit. So if you get feedback and you want to go in and change it, then you can do that. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, it did. One thing I'd like to remind everyone is that there are so many participants in the system. You initiate the action, and then downstream from you are at least 2 other groups, your advisors, who have to respond to what you've entered, and your mentors as well. So the sooner that if you stay up on your updates, you don't jam them downstream.
And the idea of the update is to tell us, say what you've done the previous 2 weeks and what you're going to do in the upcoming 2 weeks, and then go back and look at that. So that's why doing it right around that update, when you get that update on Friday, to go ahead and do it. Remember, they're just bi-weekly. It's not going to be every week. Any other questions on the student side? Okay, I'll move on to can you do more than 5 updates is the question. No, you can go in and add to an update.
Go again.
And we have another question.
I was answering the question about the 5 updates. The 5 updates are limited by the system. You can go in and edit or add to a update. You can modify it, but you can't do like 7 or 8 updates. They would just be in the current update when you go in and change things. Okay? Any other questions?
I can have a question.